First and 10 at the 38. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's complete to Jerron Brown. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And he'll bang that one through. Out to kick is Janikowski. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. It's still a nice play by the defense.
And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's
looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Well, Charles, the Seattle Seahawks, they were 8-5 going into a Week 15 game. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyrone Crawford able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Wilson. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. Well, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it first and 10. Well, partner, as the Cowboys come back out here, I want to ask you to assess the season. The first couple months of the year for Dallas starting to look like they'd be sitting at home in January. Then the Amari Cooper trade comes. They breeze through November unbeaten. Part of a fight. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now first and 10 at about the 32. After the interception, here's Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
No, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
A first down carry by Elliott, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Second down, Prescott.
A quick break.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jaron Reed able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought it.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. They run it with Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis. Off the corner. Where did he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in a run game. No gain.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Baldwin with it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And his pass incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Wilson now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Carson. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Nick Vanette, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out to kick is Janikowski. Jackson now to return. And now running right through it. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Prescott. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter.